Hey, let's live in the universe. It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here for another episode of NXT. We are still on the path to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, and we're kicking off tonight with Timothy Thatcher in singles action, not against AJ Styles. Here comes the show off to the ring. Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring. Ziggler has flown under the radar for a while here since his trade to NXT. He had a matchup on the last takeover we had back in, I believe it was New Orleans. Came up short against Damian Priest on that night. Came up short in the Battle Royal for the number one contendership. But tonight he's looking for a big opportunity to take on a man who could be on the verge of becoming a number one contender to the, I believe, North American Championship is what we have determined the best of 5 is going to lead to. So Dolph Ziggler has made his way to the ring. He's going to be taking on the deadly Timothy Thatcher. Thatcher, of course, will be taking on AJ Styles in the final matchup of their Best of 5 series at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in a few weeks' time. So now Thatcher tonight is making his way to the ring to take on Dolph Ziggler in singles action. So Timothy Thatcher marching in the ring, a submission specialist, a hard hitter, a very technical wrestler. Thatcher scares me. Timothy Thatcher scares me. I'll say it. So here we go with Thatcher versus Ziggler. And Thatcher, straight in the ground and pound on Ziggler. And Ziggler falls down. Thatcher picks him up, kick to the ribs. Thatcher, uppercut. And now Timothy Thatcher. Oh, what an uppercut. Pick Ziggler up to his feet now, and Thatcher for a right. Ziggler kicks him in the ribs. And now Dolph Ziggler for a right. Thatcher counters. Thatcher with a right hand. Turns Ziggler around. Sleeper hold. Sleeper is in. Thatcher trying to put Ziggler to sleep here. Trying to knock the show off out. Ziggler trying to get out of it, and he staggers Thatcher. Thatcher now stumbling back to his feet. Ziggler grabs Thatcher, takes him down, and now Ziggler with the neck breaker. And now Ziggler picks Thatcher up to his feet, and Dolph Ziggler, no, caught with a clothesline by Timothy Thatcher. And now Thatcher's calling Ziggler up to his feet, and Timothy Thatcher kicking the ribs, hooks the arms. Ziggler gets out of it. Thatcher takes him down. Cover. 1. No, that's a rope break, though. Oh, what a clothesline. Just a stiff clothesline to Ziggler. Flattened him. Thatcher now grabs him, and Thatcher with Ziggler into the ropes. Thatcher now picking the show off back up to his feet, and Timothy Thatcher with a slap. And went for another one. Ziggler countered. Ziggler cut with a right. Thatcher kick to the ribs. Thatcher grabs him. Uppercut. And Ziggler shoves him away. And now Dolph Ziggler, clotheslined again. Thatcher now picks up the show off, and Dolph Ziggler's in trouble. Timothy Thatcher now. Uppercut. Oh, what a chop. And a headbutt. Ziggler just falls to the floor. But rolling to the outside to retreat is not where you want to go against Timothy Thatcher. Referee now at a 2 count. Thatcher. Hammers Ziggler into the barricade. Thatcher is dominating here. Referee at a 4 count now. Thatcher's got the show off. Throws him back in the ring. Bring out a 6 count. Oh, stomp to the head of Dolph. And now Thatcher picks him back up to his feet. And Thatcher, kicking the ribs. Double underhook. Drills Dolph into the mat. 1, 2, 3. That's how he got the 4th fall in the best of 5 series against Styles. Timothy Thatcher, yes, I finally fixed it, by the way, knocks off Dolph Ziggler tonight. Poor Ziggler didn't even really stand a chance. Timothy Thatcher dominates his way to a win. Big win for Timothy Thatcher. What's going on with the rest of NXT? So Timothy Thatcher gets the big win in the opening contest. Joseph Connors picks up a win over Alexander Wolf in some singles action, as does Damian Priest over the Brian Kendrick. Up next, the NXT Women's Champion Candice LeRae is going to be taking on Dakota Kai in singles action. And then in the main event, The Hunt will team up against the number 1 contender to the NXT Championship and the NXT Champion, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Here comes Dakota Kai to the ring. Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez in her corner. Oh, there's a character woman. I couldn't fit her whole name in there. Kai and Gonzalez making their way to the ring. So, you know, it's always interesting seeing these pairs show up in the women's division. Really makes a guy want to have a women's tag team division. Really makes me want to have it. Do you guys want it? You guys want it? I'm happy to introduce it next season. We just need the fans to want it before we do it. I'll break the 4th wall long enough to say that. If you guys want a women's tag division, if we get the fan support for it, we'll do it. So here comes the NXT Women's Champion. The woman that the LS11 Universe has affectionately been referring to as Miss Takeover, Candice LeRae, tonight making her way to the ring. So Candice LeRae preparing to defend against Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in about 5 weeks' time. We're getting very, very close to TakeOver. Or no, it's next weekend. It's next weekend, isn't it? My goodness, how time flies. So Candice LeRae is going to be taking on Dakota Kai in singles action. I cannot believe it's next week. Here we go. Candice LeRae, well, wait a minute, immediately into a cover here on Kai. Cover from LeRae, into a cover. 1, no, Dakota Kai kicks out. Candice now picking her up to her feet, and Candice LeRae. Forearm strike. For a jab, there's a chop. Dakota Kai with a chop of her own. Kai, no, LeRae counters. Forearm from Candice, drop kick to the knees. See Raquel Gonzalez watching on the outside now as Candice picks up Dakota, grabs her, throws her across the ring. Candice LeRae, turned around by Dakota. Dakota Kai, went for a chop. Candice with a right hand. Candice, oh, caught with a knee strike. Dakota, no. Candice knocks her back. Candice LeRae with a drop kick to the knee. Now Candice LeRae going up top. Candice LeRae. Diving splash to Dakota Kai. And now Candice grabs Dakota, picks her up to her feet, and Candice LeRae, the NXT Women's Champion with a right hand. And went for another. Dakota countered. Dakota now picks up Candice and Dakota Kai. With Candice LeRae taking her towards the ropes, puts her in the ropes, and Dakota Kai whips her off the ropes. And now Dakota Kai taunting the Women's Champion. Candice LeRae. Oh, bulldog into a stunner. Or wheelbarrow into a stunner, excuse me. Dakota pulling herself up on the apron, and Dakota Kai. Oh, taken down to the outside. You can see Raquel Gonzalez picking up Dakota. And now Candice LeRae. Tilt to World Hurricane Rana to Dakota Kai. Raquel Gonzalez trying to introduce a chair to help Dakota out. And now Candice LeRae picking up Dakota Kai. What's Candice thinking here? Candice, kick to the ribs. Added shot. Candice LeRae, caught by Dakota. Dakota throws her in the corner. Kai, forearm strike. She grabs LeRae, drags her away from the ropes. And now Dakota turns her over into a cover. Oh, but Raquel might have accidentally cost Dakota there. And there's a stomp from Kai. She's got LeRae, goes for the kick. LeRae catches her, and Candice sweeps the leg. And now Candice LeRae, right hand. Forearm from Dakota. Counter for counter with these two. Now as Dakota throws her in the corner, and Dakota Kai, forearm strike, takes down LeRae. And now Dakota Kai grabs the champion, drags her away from the ropes, and Dakota Kai with a stomp to the arm. Picks up Candice LeRae, and Candice LeRae with an arm drag. Picks up Dakota Kai, and Candice LeRae kicking the ribs. Knee in the face, takes her down, cover. That's going to be a rope break. Oh, but now Raquel distracting Candice, allowing Dakota Kai to capitalize with an elbow into the ribs. Now Candice trying to get back to her feet. Dakota picks her up, and Dakota Kai, forearm strike. And a clothesline now. Dakota Kai ducked. Candice with a knee strike. Candice. Tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. And now Candice LeRae. Kick to the ribs of Kai. Turns her over into Gargano. Escape. Candice LeRae with the big submission hold in. Candice has it in tight. LeRae holding it in on Dakota. Trying to make Dakota Kai tap. Is that going to be it? Candice has it in. Has it in tight as well. Dakota's not got far to go. She taps out. The women's champion is your winner. She's the master of holding that move in long enough to make me go into like a weird trance. It's not even a joke. It's just serious. Candice LeRae knocks off Dakota Kai. So the NXT Women's Champion definitely prepared for her upcoming matchup with Ember Moon. Huge win for Candice, but up next it's the main event. It's a tag team matchup. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. I can't believe I'm about to say this. How will they coexist? Did I do good, Vince? Was that a good Michael Coleism? Here comes the Hunt to the ring. Wild Boar and Primate. Making their way to the ring. Big opportunity for these two tonight. So Primate and Wild Boar making their way to the ring. They're going to be taking on a champion and challenger combination for next weekend's TakeOver event. As here comes Tyler Bate to the ring, one of Mustache Mountain, but next weekend could be the next NXT champion. As Tyler Bate will take on his British Strong Style ally, Pete Dunne, in singles action for the NXT Championship in the main event of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn next weekend. Tyler Bate making his way to the ring. It's really been a big star-making run for Tyler Bate since his win in that Battle Royal a couple months ago. But here comes Pete Dunne. NXT title in mouth. I'm really used to saying in hand for champions, but Pete Dunne's a little bit different, didn't he? So, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate teaming up in our main event tonight. Is this the first time you guys have gotten to see Pete Dunne with the modded body? I don't know. Against Wild Boar and Primate. I feel like it is. I feel like it's the first time I've seen it. So here we go. Oh, Wild Boar went for a knee strike. Bate rolls him through. Tyler Bate, well, kind of baited him in. 1, 2. Oh, wow. And now Wild Boar with a knee strike into the back of Bate. Tyler Bate. Arm drag to Wild Boar. Tyler off the ropes, tells the referee to get out of his way. Tyler Bate went for a boot. Wild Boar grabs him, and now Wild Boar with Tyler Bate. Taking him towards the ropes. Tyler Bate, no! Elbow striking Wild Boar. And now Bate, no. Thrown in the corner, Wild Boar. With the #1 contender, scoops him up and into a Northern Lights to Tyler Bate. There's a kick as well. And now, Wild Boar picks up Tyler Bate. Wild Boar went for a kick. Tyler Bate, oh, kicks out the leg. And now Bate picked up. Wild Boar knocks him back, and now Wild Boar went for a knee strike. Bate, oh, what a boot from Tyler. Dunne wants the tag. Tyler Bate looking to oblige. Puts Wild Boar in the corner. Oh, there's a kick to the head from Wild Boar. He turns Tyler Bate around. And now he's got Bate, and Tyler Bate in some trouble here. Is Wild Boar? No. Tyler Bate counters. And now Bate grabs Boar, throws him in the corner. And Tyler Bate, no, another kick from Wild Boar. Counter from Tyler Bate. Kicks him into the corner. Tag made, Pete Dunne is in. And what are Dunne and Bate going to do here? Off the ropes. And a double back body drop. Pete Dunne now puts his boot in the ribs. And Pete Dunne kicking the back of Wild Boar now. Kicks him in the head, takes him down, and what's Pete Dunne thinking here? And knees in the back as well. There's an elbow drop. And another. Pete Dunne on fire here. Dunne now picking up Wild Boar and Pete Dunne. No, Wild Boar counters. Wild Boar, kick to the ribs of Dunne, scoops him up. Wild Boar picks him up and drills him face first into the mat. And now Wild Boar turns Pete Dunne over. Wild Boar, what's he thinking here? Knee to the head of Pete Dunne. And now Wild Boar with Pete Dunne, turns him over. Wild Boar grabs the legs, ties up the legs. Oh, falls back as well. That's going to do some damage. Dragging him now away from the ropes. Wild Boar taking him towards the corner. Taking him towards the corner of the hunt. Cover. Wild Boar. 1, 2. No. Dunne kicks out. And now Wild Boar grabs Pete Dunne, scoops him up, and into an Olympic slam. Takes down Pete Dunne. Wild Boar now picking him back up again, dragging him away from the ropes. Cover. Wild Boar. 1, 2. Pete Dunne kicks out. Wild Boar, I thought, was about to pin the NXT champion. And he drags him back towards the corner of the hunt again. What's Wild Boar thinking here? Well, he's thinking the right thing because there's a tag to the Primate. Look how big Primate is. It's huge. Drags him away from the ropes now, and Primate grabs Pete Dunne and throws him across the ring. And now the Hunt have had the two-on-one advantage for a little bit. Primate takes him down again. Now Primate grabs Dunne, and Primate working over the neck of Pete Dunne. Primate now takes Dunne down. Primate standing over him as Dunne is down on the mat. Kick to the ribs from Primate. He grabs Dunne. Dunne, like a house of fire, now coming back into it. Went for a boot. Primate out of the way. Dunne! Caught him with a forearm. And now Pete Dunne, the NXT champion, showing signs of life, but he gets shut down again. Oh, he got him with that one, though. NXT's champion is on fire here. And now Pete Dunne firing away, knocks him into the rope. Pete Dunne sends him off the ropes. Dunne ducks him. Hops, ducks him again. Pete Dunne goes under. Oh, clothesline. Nearly took his head off. And now Wild Boar going after Pete Dunne. Grabs him by the arm and takes out the arm. Wild Boar with a kick. Now Boar with another kick. Wild Boar now picks up Pete Dunne. Wild Boar, or Primate with a spear. Primate with a spear to Dunne. Wait a minute, Tyler Bate. It's Tyler. Tyler's leaving Dunne high and dry. And that's it. The Hunt just pinned the NXT champion. Just when it looked like Dunne might be able to turn things around, Tyler Bate leaves Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate clearly wants to send a message tonight that the friendship's out the window when it comes to the NXT Championship. Your winners, Primate and Wild Boar, The Hunt. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of NXT. I will see you all next week for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. And I will see you all in just 2 days for SmackDown. We're currently the number one contender to the World Heavyweight title. It's going to be a fatal 4-way elimination matchup on SmackDown this week to do that. So I hope you tune in then, because this week's SmackDown is going to be insane. That matchup will feature the fatal 4-way elimination matchup. Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley, Johnny Gargano. Winner gets champ at SummerSlam. I've been Xander. That was Universe.